So, motherfuckers, third four round of Blitz World Champion. I have 3 points of 4. Was not bad result. And in the fifth round, I faced against my friend of Mexico, Kalani Fo Esquivel. And he defends with the Elephant Variation. It was maybe not the best according to the machine, but interesting for a rapid game. Was so aggressive. Okay, I open with e4, it's over c5, knight f3, and here the Elephant Variation. Elephant Gambit was the better name. D5 can look strange because here I can take on e5 or I can take on d5. But okay, of course it was well for a while, but it's a tricky line. Here it takes d5 was a little bit better according to the machines. And of course queen d5 has no sense because here I develop so easy the pieces. So e4 here was the idea. Queen e2, being the pawn, knight f6. And now the machine like knight c3, but that's true that black have some display here. For example, knight c3, bishop b7, take, knight c3, knight b4. I should return to d1, bishop f5, bishop b5. Now d3 is a little bit passive. So the best way to defend the c2 pawn was bishop b5, knight h6, and bishop b4. But okay, that's true that black is active here. But okay, what white have a bonus? And here instead of knight c3, d3, and knight b2 was possible. But okay, I play knight e5, who is a normal move. Was good too, knight f6. Okay, take on d5, and queen d5. Queen e2 was slightly better than d4. Knight c6, and here knight f3 again was a better move that I play. Knight f3, now knight c3 is coming, and simply develop the pieces. Maybe bishop d4 was logical too, followed by long castle. That looks like the black's plan. But okay, I take on c6, queen c6. And here I had a more or less easy way to have a clear advantage. It was queen e2, and after he covered the check, okay, maybe he can play bishop e2, d6 to cover, but the idea was the same, queen b5. And after bishop e7, queen b5, trading queens, and I think that I have a clear pawn up. I didn't see black contemplate that position for my pawn, so I think that here was simply a pawn up. Instead of queen e2, because I didn't play because queen e2 because I didn't see the move. If I saw, I'm sure that I could play queen e2 and queen b5 because in this position I just want to trade queens because I have a pawn up. So, but I play knight c3, who is a strength move. I give my opponent the opportunity of being the knight, and now black is threatening to take on c3. Okay, I play queen e2, who is normal. My idea with queen e2 was if bishop e6, simply queen b5, trading queens. And now I have no so much problems in trading queens because I have a pawn up. Maybe here black have more counterplay because the knight on c3 was a little bit misplaced. Because to defend the d4 pawn was better to place the pawn on c3. But okay, that position was more or less healthy for me. Okay, what happened? My opponent, instead of play bishop b6, he played more aggressive with king d8. Interesting move. Now black is threatening king with rook e8. Apart is threatening bishop takes c3 and winning a rook. And of course, after bishop e6, I have planned to play queen b5. So here, black cannot take on c3 and take on c3 with the queen because the queen is pinned. And I thought that after king d8 was the same. I thought that I can play queen b5 because okay, in the previous line, bishop c3 and queen c3 was not possible. What happened that now the king on d8, with the king on d8, the queen on c6 is not pinned. So queen b5 just lost the game because bishop c3, and queen c3. And here, okay, the game continued like 15 more moves, but I completely lost. Um, Here, the best move was queen c4. That's what the machine did. That's like the same idea of queen b5, the of trade queen, but without losing a rook. Here, for example, if rook e8, I suppose that I can play just bishop e3, then goes long castle, and okay, I'm better there. I don't know if that's huge advantage because black have some counter play for the pawn. But yes, that's the way to play. Yes, I cannot comment so much about that game because I lost a rook in the move 9. So okay, let's go how the game ends. And so okay, I have a rook down. So my opponent played so well after that because he he doesn't blitz her game. So about it's a blitz game, but he thought her move more or less and tries to play without taking any risks. Risk always was good. Maybe you are in a winning position, but you should play the careless to doesn't allow counterplay and not be confident. So my opponent made that well, d5, d5, and simply take. But it's not only the rook that apart I cannot move my pieces. The c1 piece of is spin. The rook on h1 cannot be developed. So completely lost. Um, here, finally, my opponent straight queen, so after the queen straight, I resign. Okay, I can fight in a blitz game with queen, but without queen was impossible. So, okay, how to learn about that game? First, learn that it takes d5 was slightly better than this line with queens 22 and maybe on d3, 92 or 93. But again, I studied this opening in the past, but during the game I don't remember anything. Apart, it's a 3 minutes game. I can start to remember my lines. So I just take a pawn and only five and no more. So it takes, yes, and after knight takes, learn. It's interesting to know that maybe it's better to maintain the pawn on d2 playing queen e2. Here again, interesting to learn who's better to maintain knight. And now, yes, the white plan here was trade queens. And I know the plan, but I made the plan in a wrong way. So here queen e2, queen e5 was easy, and here the huge mistake. But it's simply tactic to improve in this type of position and to didn't lose this game was simply to make more tactics and be focused in the game and make more tactics. So, okay, that's I cannot comment so much the game. Or this is going to be the shortest video of my channel, but this is because I be lost in in 9 moves, so I cannot comment so much. Very bad game, but okay, I should still being focused in the tournament. After the first day was 7 rounds, so still 2 rounds more to end the day. So let's see if I won or not. Bye bye.